Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den, a quick peek at a game's features and overall gameplay. Now today we're going to take a look at Atlantica Online. This is a 3D tactical fantasy MMORPG and right now it's being brought to us by Nexon. Previously it was on the IG network, but it recently moved over to Nexon. Now if you like what you see in this video and you want to learn more about Atlantica Online, you can check it out over at MMOden.com or click the link below. So alright, let's get started. So let's create a character real quick. Then you have the opportunity to name your character and then enter in a basic greeting. Then you can select your gender, male or female. Let's go with female. And then in the beginning you only have access to a couple of these different options, and these are essentially your character classes. You've got sword, you've got the spear, you've got the axe, you've got the gun, you've got bow, cannon, staff, guitar, and the power saw. As you can see, some of these have restrictions, like you have to be at least level 100 before you can take up that class. And then as far as the guitar, I thought there was a restriction on the guitar, but it doesn't look like there is, but I bet if I try and create it, it won't let me. So let's try and create it and see what happens. And I can tell you that the number of options as far as customizing your character are very limited. So you've only got a few different hairstyles, and then you've got a few different hair colors, and then a few different faces, and that's pretty much the end of it. So since there's very little there, let's move on. So it says profanity, lewdness, and advertising IDs will be deleted without prior warning. Continue, yes. So, yep, we were able to actually create our character. You can see we have a very basic guitar. Let's get started into the game. So we're going to load up here and get started right away. So there's a basic prologue. We're going to come out of this dream state. Can you hear my voice? Place, heed our words. So let's move on. So we've got Mercenary Basics. Now in the game there's 18 different mercenaries that you can choose from, and essentially what it has is you have your basics you start out with, and then you're able to move into additional and pick up additional classes. So you start with your basic additional startup mercenary, and then you're able to pick up and create your own army, so to say. So a difficult path lies ahead you. Surely perish if you face it alone. Blood of Atlantis in your veins give you powers of leadership. You must use this ability to gain the trust of mercenaries who will aid you in your battles. So there's a mercenary manager. Go recruit a mercenary. So accept that. And there's the mercenary manager. Now if we do bring up, let's see, our quest log is here, and we're able to go in there and you're able to see your quests and even see some of the stuff that you're able to do later on. But the great thing is you're able to go right to this auto move to NPC and hit yes. Oh, I guess we're too close, so let's cancel that out. He's already right here, it doesn't matter. So here we get to pick the mercenary that we want. Essentially we only have access to one, and the reason being is, as you can see, when you reach level 5 you can recruit a spearman, and then a cannoneer once you reach level 87, and there's one at 112. So you can see there's... Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den, an inside peek at a game's features and overall gameplay. Now we're going to get started here real quick because I want to get you guys into the game. But today we're going to take a look at Atlantica. And this game is brought to us, it's kind of moved around. It was originally published by Ndoors itself, and then by IG, and now it's on the Nexon service. So it's kind of moved around, and you have to adjust and move your characters, and you can retrieve them pretty easily. So it does ask for this kind of secondary password confirmation. So we're going to enter that real quick, submit, and then we're going to create a character. Now if you like what you see in this video and you want to learn more about Atlantica Online, you can check it out at MMOden.com or click the link below. So let's create our character. Now you have a lot of different character types that you can choose from. You've got essentially, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and some of them are locked right out of the gate. So you must have a character of at least 100 to be able to pick up this class. So we're gonna just do a basic. Let's do axe, Let's do female, and you can enter in your greeting. So let's do that. Actually, no. Let's go with that. Okay, and the actual customization in the character creation is not a ton. You've got some hairstyles you can choose from, not a whole bunch, but a few. Let's pick one here real quick. Big afro. Let's go with, you know, you can choose your hair color and a couple different faces, but that's pretty much it. It's not an in-depth character customization. So let's create and get started. Profanity and lewdness will not be accepted. Yep, so we're good to go. And let's get into the game. So as you can hear already, the game has a very, very intense soundtrack. And I mean, I have this, I'm going to show you guys real quick once we do get logged in. We're going to go through this prologue. I have this turned down a lot, but you could still, I mean, you could still definitely hear the music. So essentially you start out and you're kind of coming out of this dream state. So there you go, you're dreaming, you're in the sanctum. This is essentially your tutorial area. So we're going to run through this real quick. The will of Atlantis has brought you, descendant of Atlantis, to there's tons and tons of mercenaries that you can pick from. But we're going to go ahead and grab this swordsman, recruit, yes, and complete our quest. So let's close this out. Cancel that. Nope, we don't want to cancel a mission. We just want to close it out. So let's just click there, and that will auto move us. This also has the auto move. So let's close out the quest log. I'd like to close out the... There's close book. Doesn't have the X.
This place is the only
so let's complete that quest. So there we go. So we used the auto move already. Another great thing about the game is the PvP system and the guild system is pretty intense. You're able to essentially set up a PvP environment to where you kind of claim that you can beat anyone and you welcome all challengers, and while you're online you'll just get challenged in PvP and you're able to take them on. Now the guild system is pretty nuts because you can actually take control of full cities, which is a pretty cool situation when you get a big guild, is you can have full cities under your control and there's bonuses that go along with that, and then obviously you're going to want to protect that, so you're going to have to coordinate with your other guildmates to be able to protect the city that you've taken control of, which is a pretty cool system. So let me show you guys real quick the sounds. As you see, I have it turned all the way down, so you can see if I had it turned all the way up, it'd be pretty insane as far as how loud it would be. But the soundtrack is like I said, it's really good. It really is immersive, pulls you in. So let's go ahead and I'm allegiance to 3 Sisters Atlantis. Quests require courage. Go kill 3 of these guys. So let's accept that. And let's cruise over. You can also use the auto move to move to NPCs, as you can see that over here. And it's funny because it's essentially clicking on the ground, because you move around with WA, S, and D, or by clicking on the ground. So let's get into a battle and get this started, because it's going to walk us through all these different things. And once you go into battle, you can see it's very much like your Final Fantasy type environment, very tactical. So you can see it's walking us through. The character filled the green circle, so here at their feet, and we're going to go ahead and double click on him and we'll attack. So it's our swordsman. You have different combos, and then you have your basic attack, and then you do have, see here, you have flame sword. So successfully mastered the first attack, so confirm that, selecting a character. So you currently selected characters, the green filled. Now select another currently active character. So let's confirm. So let's click there. And let's go ahead and attack. So you can see that little bonus. We get a bonus for attacking that guy. So she's going to go ahead and take him out. And you're able to adjust. As you can see, they're in a line of 3. My guys are spaced a little bit. You're able to actually adjust the structure of exactly how you have your characters laid out. So it's pretty cool, because I mean, sometimes you're going to want your melee types in the front, and then you're going to want your archers and your more range type guys further into the back. So it really makes for a lot of strategy to how you set up your characters and how you set your guys as far as their tactical layout. So let's finish up these guys and then collect our loot. So there we go. And you can see S will collect the loot, which is essentially search. I'm sorry, not S. You have to actually click on it. S is to actually search, and we need one more, so we're waiting around. So you do only have a certain number of moves each turn. So there we go. Now we've taken and we've completed that. So there's one down, and you can see by the two crossed swords that these two are fighting already. I'm not sure why this guy's in this area, but I'm guessing he's just doing the tutorial. I thought it was actually locked, so you had it all by yourself. But it's good to see that there's other new players in the area. So I believe this part of the battle tutorial will be talking about the enemy phase, and then it'll be talking about the. So we've already done this, but essentially because we have to kill 3 of these guys, we've got to do it a couple times. Now you can see with the spearman, I actually get to attack 2 characters. You'll see once the swordsman comes around again. Or here we go. We've got the spearman again. So you can see she can attack both of these guys. So you see when she does her attack, it actually takes out both of them. So with this guy, we're going to use his flame sword ability. And then this is, you get different special abilities, and each different mercenary class has their own special abilities. You see much more powerful attacks. So we might as well use that again and take this guy out and finish this up. Alright, so let's collect our loot. Just wish we could do this faster. One thing I can tell you is since Nexon took over the service again, there have been some little subtle changes to UI and things like that. I looked back at some of the older UI, and even in one of my past videos that I did for the game before I was doing commentary, and the UI was not a ton different, but it was enough different to where it essentially made sense that that there were some changes that needed to be made, and they made them, and they're, I think, better for it. So let's take these guys out real quick. Shouldn't take too long. They should be leveling up soon. So enemy phase, no enemy phase, which is pretty funny. Just basically running through the same tutorial pieces. Now you can see that actually my attack got stopped by a shield there. So she's gonna attack all 3 of these guys. There we go. She actually missed this guy, the center guy, the first time. So let him probably take these guys out. Oh, that was actually her again. So I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a little well or something like that. So finish these guys off real quick, and then I will have completed my quest, and we'll be able to move on. Of course, it's never that easy. Go ahead and start looting. There we go. That guy's down. You can see you can also wait, so you can let another character go, or you can guard, so you can actually have your frontline guys guarding your backline people. You can move. You can have them move into different space. So we've completed that. Let's auto move back. But as far as the actual gameplay is concerned, the majority of it, you have this persistent world, and then you have the individual battles that you'll move into, and you can party up with other characters and do these as a big group, and then create these gigantic battles, so to say. So we got our first spirit weapon box. So we'll take a look at that in a second. So this is walking through exactly how to do that. To learn about specific items, you can look at them in item guide under game info. Now that item guide we'll take a look at in a second, because you have almost this like ledger that you retain all your information, whether it be about monsters or like it says about items and things like that, and you can actually entrust that knowledge into other characters. So once you get up into high levels, you can give them that information, and some of that information is, you know, monsters' weaknesses and hit points and different things like that. And that goes along with, once you get up to higher level, you can actually take lower level characters under your wing, like a mentoring system, which is a pretty cool system. So now equip yourself or your mercenary with the weapon you found in the box. Simply left click on the weapon you received from the spirit weapon box and drag it to one of your characters. So let's accept that. So we've got to get into the character screen. So as you could, actually we need into the equipment screen. So let's see. Skills, no, here's our different skills and craftable items, things like that. So she's got freezing axe, and then he's got the flame sword that you saw. So let's get into, there we go. So you right click on the characters, it brings them up, and then we'll open up this spirit weapon box, and it's a random container. So spirit sword +1 gain, or ×1, sorry. So we're going to actually equip the swordsman with that. So let's give him, let's click on it, give it to him, and then we're going to equip that into, so he now has this weapon equipped. And let's look at, we've got some maple, and then we have a life potion that we found while we were fighting those other guys. So we completed that quest, and there we go. So it's complete, and we got some more life potions. And you leveled up. Enjoy the following features after level 2. This is one thing that's pretty cool. Each time you level, it brings up this screen that tells you different things that you're able to do once you reach that level. So it's kind of a nice little feature, especially later on in game, because it'll list a ton of different things that you're able to go and do. So right now it says we can enter the full world of Atlantis, meet and play with other players and stuff like that. So arm yourself. Move on. Now we get to increase our party size, so let's accept that and start cruising over to him and get our third mercenary. So he's over there, and as you can see, once again, we're moving on its own. So that's kind of, like I said, it's a really nice feature, so you're not constantly wondering, okay, well, where is this guy, where is that guy? So we can pick up a gunner, which is a long range gun shooting mercenary. So let's pick them up. You have 2 mercenaries at level 2. Let's see. You can have 2 mercenary at level 2 and 3 when you become level 5. Recruit this mercenary. Yes. So we now have 3 characters, and we've completed that quest. So we'll start cruising back there, and let's bring up so see, like I said, instead of I called it a ledger, but it's actually an encyclopedia, things like that. You can see the class rate, the different classes that are available, and the different types of individual
a secret is
like you see here, we got essentially, this is the druid, but you can see there's different ones underneath the different types. So you've got all those different things, and then you've got like the druid, you got the druid warrior, druid hero, and so it gets really deep when it gets into some of this stuff. Like you got the Punisher underneath this weapon, the minstrel here, and the Valkyrie. So it gets pretty deep when you're looking at all these different mercenaries that you have access to. And then, like I said, here's our quest log. Nope. So let's cruise along to... Oh, we're actually there already. So we completed that quest. Let's get out of here real quick. That's all I have to teach you, so it's time to move on. Let's accept, and we're gonna head out of here. So we did pick up another item, so let's see what we got here. So we got another spirit weapon box. Let's open it and see what we get. Maybe we get something for the gunner or for our actual main character. So we got a spirit axe, which is good because my character is an axe type. So we'll go ahead and equip that, and we now have a much more powerful. And let's look at some of the different things that go in here. So you've got mounts, you've got decoration, you've got clothes, you've got the keys. So all different things that you're able to pick up, and then they help you along the way. And then clothes essentially are kind of your aesthetics, decoration the same type of thing, and then mounts obviously help you move around much faster. But let's look at this piece. So as you pick up different items, they go into here, and then you're able to see what they do, things like that. Monsters, the same thing. You'll learn more about the monsters, and then locations and all that, those different things. different fields or different areas of the game, and then as you can see here, once you learn them and you know the location, you can actually teleport right to them. The different towns that you're able to go to, and you'll be able to see like the controlling guild. As you can see here, I don't have anything in white, so I don't know the towns yet because I haven't been there. But you can see some of these are controlled by different guilds, and you can see different funds like St. Peter's ship. They have quite a bit of gold there. So, and then your basic NPCs, the different NPCs, you can go through them and see exactly what they do. And got the Sea Palace quest thing. You can see it has the bonuses of strength and vitality. So right now we're heading out of the tutorial area, so we're gonna let that load up. And nice thing is, once you get out of that area, there's so much more to do, and the game world gets even bigger. The game world is pretty immense. So we are actually still in the tutorial area, unfortunately.
Don't come too close.
So we need to get 3 pieces of memory from these guys. So let's accept that. And here's one right here. Might as well kill him because he's close, nice and close by. So oddly enough, we do need to restructure our layout as far as our characters are concerned, because you see we have our gunner in the front lines, which we don't want to do that. We want to have our gunner in the back. So now that we're out of that first tutorial area, you can see we are actually getting fully attacked by the monsters, and they're letting loose on us.
Here we go.
So there's our new axe. Our new axe okay, here I come. In effect. So that was, as you can see, much faster with the 3rd mercenary, and also with our upgraded weaponry. So let's pick up this last one, and unfortunately, even after you kill the monsters, you have to wait the time. So we did get all of our little pieces of memory, so we were able to get that out of one fight. So great. So we got a 1,000 gold reward. So what's our next step? So there we go. So now the dreaming has ended. So as we leave the tutorial area, we're able to pick which one of these different areas we want to go and explore. We're going to go here because I haven't gone there before in the past. So we've got a fringe outfit obtained. Or actually, this person received that. So it's just kind of an announcement. So let's move to this area. So we're out of here. The dreaming is over. So it's time to move on and become a full-fledged adventurer. So here's our first step as far as getting out of the tutorial area. You can see here, look up this person in your quest log. So like we said, we looked at it up here. So we've got the game info, and we're going to go to NPCs in the quest log. So actually we just had to open that up that way, and it automatically gave us credit. So that gives us 30 experience and another one of the spirit weapon boxes, which hopefully we'll get a gun, since that's the 3rd mercenary that we have. So now we need to start taking out sky spirits and evil sky spirits to go ahead and get the 10 sky powder. So these guys are over here. Let's go ahead and open up this weapon box and see what we get. So we got another spirit sword. Unfortunately, we already have one of those, and it's essentially the same thing. So the same in the same effect, you just take and you double click on the monster. You're able to run up to them and start your battle, as you guys have seen. And you do have the item mall. Here's the full map. You can see we're here, at least of the Northeast Asia. You can see that there's all these different maps of all the different areas in the world that you can go and explore, and it just shows you the game is immense and very, very large as far as the areas that you can go and you can explore and fight monsters in, which is pretty good as far as, you know, you want to have a large area of being able to so somebody just sent me some money, so I'm going to send them thanks. So thank you. But guys, I am out of time. I hope you enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And if you want to play or learn more about Atlantica Online, you can read our full review over at MMOden.com or click the link below. Till next time, thanks for watching.